What's going on, guys? Welcome back to SOG. Guys, it's that time of year. It's New Year's. I'm here to give you guys 5 things that you need to 110% incorporate into your life as a habit that will provide you nothing but growth and success in 2023. And I'm talking about mental success, physical success, overall personal development growth. First and foremost, number 1 is goal setting and visualization. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and I'm being for real when I mean a pen and a paper. Forget the iPhone notes or the iPad, whatever, man. Put the screens away, grab a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, and I want you guys to write down all the things that you want to achieve in your life. Long-term goals, short-term goals, just goals. Be as broad as possible, but be honest with yourself. And I want you to put pen to paper and really think about what you're trying to achieve in your life. Inversely, I want you to write down things that you don't want to be. Write down the anti-goals. Write down the life you don't want to live, the person you don't want to be. Once you're done with this activity, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to visualize your ideal future. Now, if you have an ideal outcome specifically, let's say you're embarking on a new job or you're just getting into the gym, I want you to sit down and, for example, with the gym, visualize what your ideal physique would look like. But here's the key thing. When you're visualizing with your eyes closed, you need to make that visualization through your own eyes. It's as if you're looking at the world through your own eyes, but it's all a mental image. This is very important, guys, and this is no like rah-rah. There's a lot of substance to it, believe me. It's practiced by very successful people, athletes, entrepreneurs, business people, whatever it is. There are a lot of people who practice visualizations, and for good reason. And I need you to be as vivid as possible when you make these visualizations. Breathe it in, feel it, smell it, like make it as realistic as possible. You're gonna feel the reality of that visualization, even though it's your imagination in a sense and you're not physically living in that reality. The more vivid you make it, the more your mind's actually going to think it's a real scenario. And the more times you visualize your goals and its outcome, the more your mind is actually going to create the foundational blueprint of that reality. The main reason I want you to do this before my other 4 things is so that you're already building the mental blueprint in your mind, the person you want to be or the life you want to live. And this right here will change the game, I promise you. Now, once you've written out your goals and you've done your visualization, this leads me to number 2, which is journaling. You need to buy a journal. You could journal on your phone or your iPad. I'm not a believer in that. I think there's a lot of power when it comes to writing things down physically with your hand and a pen on paper. So buy a physical journal or look around your house or apartment and find a notebook that you haven't used and use that as a journal. And what I do every single morning is I take about 10 minutes to write down how I'm feeling off the bat, mentally, what I'm thankful for or how I'm feeling in that moment. And I write down 10 things I'm grateful for. Right after that, I write down all my goals. Whether it's short-term, long-term, just write down the goals you want to achieve or attain. Once you're done with that, write down 1 to 3 tasks that you want to get done within the day. And I highly suggest you do this every single morning, right when you wake up. It's a fantastic way to mentally organize yourself. Remind yourself why you're grinding, because every single time you write down your goals on paper, it's the biggest reminder that you're grinding and you're focused for a reason. You're doing something that other people aren't doing for a reason. And it is the constant reminder that keeps you going, because it's easy to get lost in the sauce if you're just constantly grinding and you don't remind yourself why you're even doing that. Number 3. You need to go hit the gym. This has been the biggest pillar in my personal development journey, hands down. I don't even think anything else comes close to when I think about personal development. The gym, hands down, is the biggest pillar in my life. It has brought together all of my healthiest habits. What I mean by that is once I really started getting a taste of muscle development and seeing myself grow and my physique improve and feeling that increased self-confidence and increased self-worth, you start thinking, what do I need to do now to optimize this growth? And that's where you start honing in on your diet, your sleep, supplementation, naturally speaking, sleep, and you start optimizing all these other facets around you just because you want to see more muscle growth. It is by far the biggest pillar in my personal development journey. And once I started getting into it about 2-3 years ago, I haven't looked back, and every single day I hit the gym feels just like day one, and that excitement is still there, and it feels amazing walking out of there with a great pump and people noticing you putting in that hard work to improve your body and mind. Which leads me on to number 4, which is proper supplementation. Guys, you don't understand how deficient we are of minerals or vitamins and just overall nutrition. Do we eat food every day? Yeah, we do. But reality is, a vast majority of our foods don't provide us the actual optimized nutrition that our body actually needs to be operating at 110%. There are a few crucial supplements out there that you need to be taking on a daily basis that will completely optimize your mental performance, physical performance. Overall, you'll feel like increased productivity and increased output of energy, work, confidence, just all around it optimizes your mind and your body. I will be releasing something on my website called the SOG Stack, which are, I believe, 7 supplements which I take every single day. And I've been doing this for the last 4 months, and it's completely optimized my output. I feel amazing every single day, physically performing at 110% in the gym, mentally, increased clarity every single day. Even when there are days when I'm feeling a little lethargic or anxiety, I'm able to navigate around these obstacles in a much more level-headed, clear manner and just keep powering through to get whatever I need to get done. Stay tuned for that. I'll leave the link to my website in the description. Go check it out. I will make an update video when I do release the SOG Stack, but you 110% need to go take a look, because it will completely change the game as far as your mental and physical growth. Which leads me to number 5, which is optimizing your looks, your presentability, and increasing your social value. I know that's 3 different things, but I'm gonna narrow it down so it makes this video a little simpler. What I mean by this, find a haircut that works for you and stick to it. There's an abundance of resources out there on the internet, YouTube, whatever. Find a haircut. If you have facial hair, find a barber or a stylist that can get your facial hair melded to your facial structure. This is crucial, guys, because the first thing people see when they meet you is your face. So you need to take care of how you're presenting yourself, which in and of itself, the way your haircut and your facial hair sits on your face makes a big difference as far as how angular your face looks, and overall your presentability goes up significantly. I used to have super long hair just because I was too scared of seeing, myself with short hair, and lo and behold, I ended up getting a haircut where I chopped all my hair off last year, and I ended up sticking with it because it ended up getting the most amount of compliments from everybody. Everybody started noticing how clean cut this look was, and less maintenance for me. It looks great. Which also leads me on to the second point, which is find yourself a nice cologne. When you smell good, you feel good. When you smell good, people want to be around you more. And I'm not talking about no, Axe deodorant. Find yourself a nice cologne. Are they expensive? Yes. Is it worth the investment? 110%. When I'm throwing on a nice cologne, I feel like the man walking around, because I know no matter what environment I'm in, whether it's class, work, the gym, I'm smelling great. People will notice that 110% when they're standing near you. It makes you feel better about yourself. It increases your social value because people like to be standing around someone who smells nice. So get a good haircut, get a nice cologne, and last but not least, get a facial routine. So what I do every single day is exfoliate and moisturize. Very basic, and it makes a hell of a difference because the more I've been doing this, the clearer and more like glow my skin has. And again, people notice that. People notice how well you take care of yourself. It increases your social value and your presentability, and it increases your self-confidence. So those are my top 5 things, guys. Implement these things off the bat and make them a habit, and you will see your own personal confidence and, you know, mental, physical success go through the roof. My fitness guide is out. I will leave the link to it in the description. Go give it a read. It's for free as of right now. Down the road, it's not gonna be free. I'm giving it out as a, you know, Christmas present, as a New Year's present right now. Give it a read, guys. It basically gives the basic rundown on how I went from being skinny to putting on the muscle I have today. The lifestyle changes I had to make, the routine, my entire workout routines in that ebook. Give it a read. And like I said, the SOG stack, my supplement stack, will be released soon on my website as well. I'll be making an update video later when it does come out officially. But until then, have a great New Year's. But remember, eyes on the prize. Just because we're getting started on this new year, there's a lot of hype around performing high at a high level. It's not the intensity of the work that you're doing, it's the consistency of the work that you're doing. So keep that in mind, guys. Build that discipline. I want to see you guys grow with me. Let's take over 2023. All right, SOG family, I will see you guys very, very soon.